What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Today we're gonna look back in time, old school back in time, like this old school back in time, to help you to develop your abs, because there were things that these guys were doing back in the day that you should still be doing today. As a matter of fact, if you're not, I think you're missing out on your ab training. I actually followed this exact thing, the Universal Bodybuilding Magazine routine. And I did the ab exercises there, and a lot of them still make the cut today. So I'm gonna break them down for you one by one and show you exactly.
Well, I think I should help with this.
Oh, man, what are you doing? What
are you talking about?
Jesse, come on, man.
Who's Jesse? I'm Bartholomew Eugene III.
What is this, the mustache?
Oh, I think the mustache looks fantastic for my style.
Oh my God. You know, didn't you have an intro to do? It's 2020.
I think that Jesse fellow had one, and if I recall, 2020 is 365 days, so he's got 364 more days to do that.
Would you mind if I did my video, please? I'm gonna go through these exercises.
Sure, I'll be waiting over at the first exercise for you.
All right, guys, like it or not, you asked for it, he's in it. With that said, exercise number one. All right, first exercise up is the dragon thrust. I like this exercise as a stability exercise, and it's directly opposite the plank for a good reason. So if we come up here, hands behind your head, anchor yourself somewhere. Bartholomew, you good?
Oh, I'm very good.
Okay,
this is one of my favorites.
So you put the legs and you start them into the chest and you shoot them up or out. So this is going to be easier for someone that's starting out. If you're a bit more advanced, you're going to be able to get them and shoot them out at that angle there. But what's missing here? You need to be able to lift through the glutes to stabilize here. So as this is up, you need to drive up with the glutes in the opposite direction. That's what makes this exercise difficult, but it makes it much more valuable than, say, the plank, which actually has the glutes a bit on rest. So you want to make sure that when you do this exercise, again, start off at the top if you need this, and then slowly lower yourself down here so you get the eccentric work of the abs. Or if you're more advanced, you come up and you shoot them out at that angle there, lower, 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 lower.
Oh, I really feel that.
And you hold it there and you lower yourself down long like that without overextending. Bartholomew.
Oh, that one was very tough.
Next up, we're gonna hit the ab scissor. Exercise number two, the ab scissor. And you're gonna have to pull your arms down, to do this.
In due time, I will.
The ab scissor. And to get in position to do this exercise, you have to have your arms behind your body on a bench.
Is that my cue?
That's your cue.
Okay.
Back like that, and you recline your body down right into that position there. Your legs are straight down towards the floor, and you're gonna lift one up at a time. Here, good definitive squeeze, and down. Other side, good definitive squeeze, and down. You continue to alternate this back and forth. The beauty about this exercise that's long sort of overlooked is, number one, it doesn't necessarily place the same strain on the lumbar spine that maybe some of the laying down exercises do that require your legs to be straight. Because when you get down to the end, if you're not strong enough to hold it, you might go into a little bit of extension.
Which is so good, right?
Would you let me do the video here?
Okay.
Keep doing the exercise. The last thing that you know here that we see here as a benefit is that in those exercises, when you do lift your legs up towards the sky, when you get to the very top, you actually lose a lot of the resistance on the abs in the very top position. In this exercise, you don't. Even at its highest range here, you've actually got peak tension or almost peak tension on the lower abs here, making it a great exercise choice. The next exercise here is, you might be surprised to see the, Jesus, Jesse?
Who's Jesse?
Bartholomew, can I talk here, please?
Sure.
This is the seated broomstick twist. You've probably seen this way back in the day. There's a big change that I want you to make if you're gonna do this right. It's not about simply twisting as fast as you can, like that, okay, enough. It's about feeling this where you're supposed to feel it, in which this should be targeting your obliques. The way to do this is to position yourself on the edge of a bench here, and then get into posterior tilt, and do something that I don't tell you often to do, and that is to round out the thoracic spine, to create a little bit of kyphosis. Because what we do is, when we get in that position here, we're gonna limit the amount of rotation we get, but the rotation we will get will come from the thoracic spine as opposed to trying to force rotation out of the lumbar spine, especially for high repetitions or for long periods of time. So if we get in this position, we recline just a little bit, he's rounded here, he's posteriorly tilted here. That's what I want you to do. Look straight up, and then in here, now you're gonna try to squeeze right here into the obliques. In, almost drive your elbow from this side to this thigh, and then from that elbow down to this thigh. So side to side, recline back a little bit more, round out, there you go. You might have thought you could get I don't know, 2 minutes worth of twisting the other way, you might only get 10 to 15 twists total doing it this way.
I can tell you that.
So the key here is though you're doing it right and you're not damaging your spine in the process. Try it this way and I promise you're going to see more from it. Next exercise is going to be the single-sided dumbbell carry. Exercise number 4, I mentioned the single-sided dumbbell carry. One of the hardest things you can do for your core to challenge it is to simply pick up a dumbbell. But just one, because if you pick up 2, you're going to balance yourself up. I just noticed, Jesse, we're having a standoff in who's got better adductor flexibility.
I wouldn't say it's Jesse, but it's definitely Bartholomew.
So we pick up 1 dumbbell, and all you have to do is walk around with it. Watch what happens when you do. This is a pretty heavy dumbbell. Bartholomew will pick it up in one arm. And we see right off the bat that in order to stabilize and keep these shoulders level, that this side here has to contract, because if he allowed this thing to take over, his whole body would drop in the direction of the weight. Instead, he's got to tighten up this side over here, really learn how to stabilize and strengthen, and then we add some dynamic movement to it by simply having him walk.
This way.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go walk around the gym.
So you want to walk around and do carries. I heard that dumbbell drop.
It didn't drop.
As long as you possibly can without actually just allowing the dumbbell to drop. Keep those shoulders level, maintain a stable pelvis, maintain stable shoulder positioning, and walk as far and as long as you can. And last but not least, right here, the captain's chair is something that does not mean remedial or at a lower level. It means you can focus more on the abs, and they knew this, and they did a lot of their work here on this device. This is why, because instead of having to focus on holding on to the handles of a bar and do hanging leg raises or hanging knee raises or any of the exercises you see Bartholomew doing here, you can focus on the abs because all the support was being borne here through the forearms, and we could do things like this oblique twist. We could do things like this, the bicycle raises. We could do things like a simple knee raise here or a straight leg raise if you're higher level. The fact is, you're going to be able to get more quality repetitions out here because of this device taking the demands off of your grip as the weak link and putting it all right here where it's supposed to be on the core. So there you have it, guys. There are 5 moves that maybe you forgot about a long time ago, but I won't let you. And I want you to start incorporating them again. And the good news is, not only will you see good results from doing those, but we also all don't have to see this anymore because, well,
Jeffrey, would you rather see this classic abdominal exercise?
Jesse?
Yeah.
Can you go work on your intro, please?
Yeah, just don't worry about it. I got it. But dude, how sweet is the mustache?
Anyway, classic exercises. Guys, make sure you put them to use. And as a matter of fact, I appreciate the classics. I actually appreciate the new way we should train abs, how we can improve ab training. There's so many other functions that the abs are responsible for. A lot of times, controlling movement and not even allowing it in the first place. And we need to train all of those. I actually have developed them in a complete ab training system that's available at ATHLEAN-X on January 6th. In the meantime, like all of our programs, guys, if you're looking for a way to put the science back into what you do so you can get better results from your training, that's what we do here at ATHLEAN-X. All of our programs available at athleanx.com. If you found the video helpful, leave your comments and thumbs up below. Let me know what you want me to cover. I'll do my best to do that for you. And if you haven't already done so, guys, click subscribe and turn your notifications so you never miss a new video when we put one out. All right, guys, see you soon.